Hi there, and welcome to this bonus episode of the Gazette's Hockey Inside Out show. I'm Stu Cowan of the Gazette, and I'm joined by my regular partners here. You know who they are. Former Canadiens teammates and 1986 Stanley Cup champs, Chris Nilan and Rick Green. Knuckles, Brendan Gallagher hits the 20-goal mark for the first time in 5 years at age 32. Did you think this was possible?
No, and I say that with all due respect to Brendan. But, you know, I think that the COVID year there with all that playing in front of no fans and all, like there were times, boy, he looked like he was so beaten down. And I think we didn't take into account how difficult that is on a player to play in front of no fans, be locked in a room, that everything that went on with that. And I think that took a toll on him a little bit, plus the way he plays. I remember him being asked early on his career, you know, playing this way, do you think you're going to last long in the league? You know, you get those questions when you play that way. And he said, yeah, I can't play any other way, whatever, I'm going to play that way. And that's the truth. He can't play any other way. You just can't. And it looked like it might be taking a toll on him there around 30 years old. And for him to dig down deep, probably has always stayed in great shape. He has that drive. He has that intestinal fortitude. He has a fucking backbone is what he has. And he's dug in and really led like a captain leads for this team. And certainly we've seen it come to fruition this year. And him and Dvorak and Anderson together, again, that benefited him big time, being with some veterans. And, you know, it's a credit to him. The kid, he's the consummate Montreal Canadian in leader. He doesn't need to see, and he's certainly shown that this year. And these young guys are benefiting from having a guy like that on their team in a big way.
Now, having the same line mates has definitely helped him. Remember when he played with Danault and Tatar, right? They were one of the best 5-on-5 lines in the NHL. 3 veteran guys play a similar style, dump it in, forecheck. That's his game, right? What's impressed you, Rick, just about Gallagher? I know you're surprised he's been able to score 20 goals again.
Well, not really. It's a testament of his character, though. If you look back at, you know, the injuries that he had with broken hand, he had groin, the poor guy was just, you know, getting beat up every time he turned around, and you know, that takes away from his performance, obviously. And, you know, in his true nature, he just faced the adversity of these injuries, found a way to work through it. And, you know, he's showing the results of hard work and just his ability to never quit. And I mean, I would be the first one to say I was really concerned about his overall ability to score there a few years ago, but you know, his character was never questioned, and now he's you know, getting the results from just his hard work, and really happy for him. He looks happy. Obviously, he's having success, and he's showing some great example to all the guys in that dressing room. Just how hard work will pay off, and just you know, good character guy, and just. Good thing that they have a guy like that.
And one more thing, Sue. Mm-hmm. There's guys that play hockey, and then there's hockey players.
Knuckles, one of the things that I think makes it even more impressive what he's done this season off the ice. I mean, what an emotional roller coaster. You know, his wife was pregnant, gave birth to their first child, and shortly after that, his mother passes away after battling brain cancer for 3 years. What's it say about him to be able to play the way he has? With all that other stuff, I mean, you guys know what it's like. You guys are people too, right? There's real life problems you got to deal with, and still show up and perform every night.
Yeah, again, it just shows his focus and what's important to him, and not that his family isn't. It is. He certainly went through a difficult time, and you know that's not easy. I remember my wife was pregnant at the time. I was like thinking, Jesus, that was always on my mind. When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? I'm out there, you know, beating people up and thinking after the game, first thing I'm thinking, when's the baby coming? And then, losing his mom, who he was certainly close with, and seeing him, bang his heart, just, it's awesome to see that this kid, he just, again, he's character and backbone, and he's a hockey player, and just absolutely love that kid. I'll never forget the first time I saw him. He came here to camp his first year. It's when I first came back there in 2011, and I went to watch training camp, and I'm there, who is this little bastard? He was running around hitting everybody, and I looked on the thing, and it's Gallagher. I said, I figured he's an Irish kid. And then he was gone. And I'm like, and I couldn't wait for him to come back. And here we are all these years later talking about him. And God bless him. He's like I said, he's the consummate Montreal Canadian.
He is. He's the heart and soul. I mean, Nick Suzuki's the captain, and I thought Suzuki was the right choice as captain at the rebuilding team, a young guy. But Brendan Gallagher would have been the second choice, right? Some people the first choice, but he's helped Suzuki along the way. And I wrote a column this week. It was a really cool moment after the game against Philadelphia. Oliver Kapanen, first game back in Montreal. They give the sunglasses to the player of the game, and Gallagher, instead of giving it to one of the key players, he gave it to Kapanen, who only played 8 minutes, just like a welcome, make him feel part of the team. And Rick, just how important is that? I mean, you've experienced this as a player and an assistant coach. If you're seeing a guy do something like that, what does that say?
Those kind of guys in your dressing room are worth their weight in gold. I mean, they're just great guys that you love to be associated with. You do anything you can to work and help with anything that comes his way in a negative way. And Gallagher had his share of that stuff, but he put it behind him. He stayed focused, and he has always understood the importance of doing an honest job and doing whatever he can to make the team win. And along the way, he's really helped a lot of the young guys in showing them the way, and really, really pleased that he's happy, he's having success, and nice to see after what he's had to deal with.
Knuckles, when you joined the Habs, who was the veteran guy who made you feel at home at first, or part of the team?
Big Serge. Big Serge took me, he'd take me home to his house, have dinner, stay overnight. He was awesome to me, Big Serge. Another guy that helped me early on the ice, Doug Risebrough, he was good to me and Mark Hunter. Like, we played with him, and he was demanding, but he really kind of instilled in us, what we had to do out there, and showed us what it means to be a Montreal Canadian, Doug Risebrough. And I'll never forget the day he got traded. Because you come in the league, you're together, all you guys, and all of a sudden you come close to someone, they get traded. We were doing tests before the season, and Grumman ended up, Doug was on the bike doing a test, and Grumman called down the room and asked for Doug, and I was there, and he never got off the bike. Somebody passed him the phone, had the long cord, and he got on the phone. He said, "Yeah, I just got traded." I would have been off that friggin' bike and out the door in no time. I would have said goodbye to everybody. He stayed on the bike, finished the testing, did the sit-ups, the push-ups, everything else. I'd have been gone, like, screw you. See you later. I'm saying goodbye to everybody. Rise up, just, right to the end. And then some. He was a Montreal Canadian. So that was impressive to me. Those guys really, really helped me.
Brendan Gallagher, too. I think we can all agree. I think everybody in Montreal is happy to see Brendan Gallagher score 20 goals again. Anyway, that's it for this Hockey Inside Out Show bonus episode. I hope you all enjoyed it out there. Please like and subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out YouTube channel. Go to MontrealGazette.com/newsletters to sign up for the Hockey Inside Out newsletter. And, of course, go to HockeyInsideOut.com, your place to get all the latest Canadiens news every day. And if you have a bonus question you'd like us to answer in an upcoming bonus episode, please put it in the comments section below.